Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are Your Bourbon Journey. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we started watching Whiskey Tube and catching different people. And one of the people that we found out about was Michael Veach, who is a Bourbon Hall of Fame historian. He has a YouTube channel where he reviews different bourbons and whiskeys. And we started watching it. We've watched every one of them.
Yeah, every single thing.
Every single one, going all the way back to when they did their Stitzel-Weller challenge, when the cameras were like here, like this on them. We've always enjoyed them. Along the way, watching what would be their journey, came to a point where they started talking about this project. And the project had to do with Michael Veach's grandfather. He was a person who made moonshine in Barron County during the Depression. And one thing was unique about it, it was made with Hickory Cane White Corn. And Michael had in his heart for a long time that he wanted to use that similar profile using the same corn. So they ended up taking a trip down to Kentucky Artisan, and Stephen Thompson encouraged them to bring the idea to life. So they made a couple connections. They talked to a gentleman that owns a place called Jack Rose that's in Washington, D.C., who offered to back the project and would buy the barrel and I guess do the whole shindig and put it all together. With the help of Jade Peterson, who is the distiller at Kentucky Artisan, they put this barrel together. And if you've had an opportunity to see any of the videos, he's had some people, Maggie Kimbrell, Lisa Wicker, distinct names in the industry, who were along for that trip. And there may be a couple other names that I'm forgetting at this point. And so that really has become Bill and Mike's excellent adventure. And in the last month or so, they finally culminated this journey with the bottling of what we're going to taste today. Rebecca, give us the specs on this bottle. And believe me, as somebody that really likes Mike a lot, I am looking forward to this.
It's been just so fun to watch this progress. And I will also say that in the description, I have links. He did 11 different blog stories on BourbonVeach.com, as well as the videos we were talking about. So I will put every single one of those stories in the links so you can go read all about this. If you're a history buff and just project nut like we are, you'll get a real big kick out of reading those. And they're really quick reads, so I highly encourage that. But for today, let's talk about Fountain Run. Fountain Run is a bottled in bond Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey distilled at Kentucky Artisan Distillery. As Wayne mentioned, they used a very special mash bill that goes back to his grandfather. 65% Hickory Cane White Corn, 20% rye, 12% distiller's malt, and 3% chocolate malt. They also used a very low barrel entry proof of 103 into a heavy toast char 3 barrel. It was aged for 7 years and 4 months, very low in the rick houses to ensure that it didn't get tannic. As a bottle and bond, it was proofed at 100. Its MSRP is also 100. It was released in October of 2025, and as soon as it became available on Sealbox Online, we purchased it October 30th for $99.99. And I will also say that, before Wayne does, because he would probably say this too, it's also, bottle and bond is something that Michael Veach loves, and he also loves a screw top. So he had to make this a screw top. And of course, being an historian, he also wanted to make sure he had a tax seal on there. Yeah. So I thought that was very cool.
The one thing I remember from one of the videos that he had, he was there the day they bottled this. And because of the fact that it had a screw top, they couldn't put it through the normal line.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, they had to have the people individually cap these and do this.
And do the tax stamp.
And do the tax stamp.
It was quite laborious, but worth it.
Yes. And I will say this, both aspects on this bottle that up here, I absolutely love, and I agree with Michael Veach on this. I'm not blowing smoke. I really like it, and I wish more places would go to the screw top. It's a better way to keep the bourbon, I think.
Let's check her out. I'm excited. We've been hearing about this for so long. I just can't wait to taste it.
Oh yeah, that's some of that. Yeah.
And I also read that in one of his articles that the yeast strain he selected, and this will not surprise you at all, Wayne, was one that is known to be very fruit forward.
I'm shocked. Michael Veach liking fruit? No, that can't be.
He is so good at picking up fruit
Yes.
notes on things, and he gravitates towards spirits that have a heavy fruit influence. So I'm not at all surprised that that's what he selected for the yeast strain.
No, I'm not either.
Oh my, and it is light and fruity on the nose.
It definitely is. It is a sweet smelling bourbon.
Now, unlike Mike, I can't tell you it's peach or apricot or anything like that, but I know it smells really nice. It smells like an orchard.
If I could channel my inner Veach, it would kind of be like, oh, I can pick up that pear
And peach.
and peaches, but I can't do that. I pick up.
We respect that about him.
Yes.
It's all, and your nose and your taste comes from your history and what you're accustomed to. And it's obviously something that he grew up with.
Yeah, he grew up with a lot of fresh fruit, and I grew up with a lot of frozen vegetables. So there you go.
It's got some legs forming. It is a bottle and bond, but it is 7 years, 4 months. They kept checking on it to get it just where it was with that low barrel entry proof. They probably didn't have to do much proofing down, is my guess.
Yes.
I didn't see anything about that in the story. But when you think about a low barrel entry proof of 103 and then stored in the cooler parts, the lower parts of the rick house, it probably wouldn't increase a lot, which means there's probably very little water added to this.
True.
But it is very fruity. Fresh fruit.
Absolutely fresh. There's another component that I cannot figure out what it is.
I'm getting like a green apple.
That
That's
could
one of
be-
the few fruits I can get.
And see, because I struggle with fruit, it's just not my lane. I don't know why I don't pick it up. On a rare occasion I do, but there's something really familiar here.
I'm sure you can tell I'm struggling with a cold. I don't normally talk like this. And so my nose isn't real good either. So I look forward to drinking this and smelling this in a couple of weeks when that's gone.
And I'm struggling with being the one that gave her the cold, and so, anyway.
Yeah, it's like a green apple pear kind of
Okay.
thing.
I think I know what I'm picking up, this smell. Mike, I think I'm picking up pear. There's something.
I got pear, yeah.
There is something there, and I think it's pear.
It smells really yummy.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and taste it. Michael, cheers to your journey being complete on this end, and we've been honored to watch it. Looking forward to trying this. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. That has a really different profile. And it's got to go back to that mash bill. It's so interesting.
It's fruity.
And sweet.
It's fruity. It's sweet. I think that it actually drinks a little higher than its proof. I mean, not bad or anything like that.
Maybe 105.
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's
Not just the baseline bottle and bond for me.
I got to try this again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get apple. I never say that. I get apple.
Yeah, and even the sweet notes are fruit. Normally I get that on the nose, but I'm getting the apple is really prevalent for me. And that's the sweetness. I'm not getting like a caramel or anything like that.
This is definitely different. I mean,
And
I
it
know
does have 20% rye. But remember, there's also 3% chocolate malt in this. And I think that's giving it some interesting kind of back here things that I'm feeling a little bit on the back of my palate.
Yeah, actually, we should go to that now. Let's take a sip and then complete this.
Yeah, the rye spices are definitely popping a little bit. I think that might be what's the 20% rye might be increasing that proof feeling a little bit. And on the back of my palate and on the finish, I think I'm picking up almost a hint of coffee back there. And for me, whenever a chocolate malt is present, I either get coffee or I get dark chocolate. Most of the time, it's more of a coffee thing for me.
Yeah, this is a tale of two halves. The first half is like an apple to me.
Like you just picked it off the tree and you're smelling it.
The second half, you end up getting the rye, so it has this little bit of a pickup. And as that picks up a little bit and then starts to fade, it gets into a chocolate coffee profile in the back. There's I don't get black pepper.
Nope.
I am getting, and credit to you, Mike, I'm getting a really different profile than most stuff that we get.
It's really interesting.
It's really interesting, and interesting in a good way.
It's a journey bottle.
Oh, absolutely.
And not only Bill and Mike's excellent adventure, but it's a journey for us too, because like I said, it starts out bright, fresh, like you're walking through a springtime orchard. And then you taste it, and the apples and pears and everything are almost like it's in a pie, right? There's no wheat notes in this, but it's almost got that different texture and like a baked fruit kind of thing happening in your mouth. And then the rye spice ticks it up a little bit on the proof point, on the feeling, even though the proof point doesn't change. And then on the finish, like Wayne said, it's nice and lingering for a bottle and bond. It's got a very nice lingering finish. And it tends to be, for me, I'm not getting the chocolate, but I am getting like coffee notes back there. Mm-hmm.
I would totally agree.
I like it.
I like it. This is very good. It's very different. I'm enjoying this because I love passion. And I love the fact that here's somebody, he's a historian. His family actually made moonshine, which I didn't know. And then come to find out that this is something that's been in his heart for a long time. And he found somebody who was willing to bring that forward and allow him to finish this journey of doing something. Who knows, he may never do it again. This may be his one time that he puts that bourbon hat up. But I think this was a success. And I hope at some point maybe he might try to do it again.
Well, in one of the articles, I did read all 11 articles today, getting ready for this. But one of them talked about at some point, and this is early on in the adventure, right? So in the whole process, he toyed with the idea if they did a second run, he might want to switch out the 20% rye for 20% wheat.
Ooh.
I think you should do that.
Yes.
Because like I said, I already had some kind of baked fruit notes on this. Imagining that going to adding a wheat with it, it'd be like having a pie in my mouth.
Oh, it'd be right
amazing.
Now, if you put wheat in and remove the rye, my mind is going to a baked apple pie. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that probably would be if you snuck vanilla in there for like vanilla ice cream, I don't know. It would be really good. And I don't know if you have that in mind, Mike, or maybe you hung up your hat at this point.
Decided this adventure was enough, but yeah, maybe Bill will come tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, I sold out those bottles so fast, we got to do this again.
Absolutely. I am glad that Seelbach had it available for sales. I had reached out to Mike and he thought it was out, that they didn't have anymore. And fortunately, he was wrong in this case, and they did. I don't know
and
if they
it is still on Seelbach today.
Oh, it's still on Seelbach. Okay.
Yep, it is still available today as of this recording.
Yep. So if you watch this, I would definitely recommend getting a bottle. And I look forward to at some point going back to the porch, probably bringing this bottle and have the gang sign it, because I think that for me with this bottle, that would be the completion. And we've had the opportunity to be on his porch twice, one time in a video. And I've always enjoyed his company and listening to his knowledge. And
learning from him every time we're together.
And I consider him a mentor in my personal bourbon journey. And I'm going to lift this glass to wrap this up. Mr. Veach, this was a hitter's bourbon, and I've really enjoyed it and honored to have the opportunity to be able to taste this and taste this with my wife. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. Today, let's pay homage to the Bourbon Hall of Famer Michael Veach and drink some of his Fountain Rum. Cheers.
Cheers.